Welcome. Today, we're taking a really fascinating look at the hidden mechanics of our own independence. So, if you are the designated fixer in your friend group, listen up. Okay, let's dive into this, because we're going to unpack something so many of us struggle with, but, we rarely actually talk about. We're looking at why high-functioning, highly capable individuals often view self-sufficiency not just as a preference, but as an absolute survival strategy. If you're the kind of person who always has it all together, but secretly feels exhausted by the sheer weight of it all, well, you are in exactly the right place.
Now, I want you to really think about your visceral reaction to this scenario. Have you ever had a friend offer to help you with something? Maybe it's taking a piece of a massive project off your plate at work, or even just offering a quick ride to the airport. In that exact moment, instead of feeling a nice wave of relief, did you feel a sudden flash of actual panic? If someone being genuinely nice to you triggers anxiety instead of gratitude, wow, you are experiencing something profound here.
And that leads us right to this incredibly universal reflex. You smile, you wave your hands, and you just say, "No, I'm good, thanks though." Sound familiar? But internally, your brain is doing something entirely different, isn't it? Inside, you're already calculating the cost. You see, to you, a gift isn't just a gift. It's a debt you're not entirely sure you can pay back. That simple, well-meaning offer of kindness literally feels like a threat to the very identity you've spent years building up.
So, to understand why receiving feels so deeply unsafe, we really have to contrast it with giving. For a lot of us, giving is a safe harbor. When you're the one helping, fixing, and anticipating everyone else's needs, you're in control, right? You aren't vulnerable, you're needed. And honestly, being needed is often the closest thing to secure attachment that some of us ever learned. But receiving completely flips the script. It puts you in the position of being seen in your need. And for a mind completely built on self-reliance, being seen doesn't feel comforting at all. It feels like being caught exposed, totally without your armor.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive disconnect happening in your brain right now. The reality is, we underestimate how much people actually want to help us by as much as 50%. Half! Let that sink in. You walk around genuinely believing that you're a burden, but the truth is, people actively want to show up for you. So why this huge gap? Well, it's because your nervous system is absolutely convinced that needing people always inevitably leads to disappointment or rejection. You're bracing for a totally devastating impact that just isn't coming.
So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding what we're actually dealing with. I call this the ledger of love. It's basically this invisible ledger you carry around in your head, where every single act of kindness feels like it carries an interest rate you simply can't afford. It's kind of like taking out a predatory loan just for a cup of coffee. This creates a really deep, lingering suspicion of kindness. When someone compliments you or offers a hand for no reason, instead of feeling happy, you find yourself scanning the room, just waiting for the catch.
Now, this reflex didn't just appear out of thin air. We have to look at attachment theory for a second, which is basically the science of how our early childhood relationships wire our adult brains. For so many people, the roots of this ledger lead straight back to a childhood where you had to grow up way too fast. Maybe you were the designated family peacemaker. Maybe you were the kid quietly making dinner while the adults were in crisis. In those environments, receiving was incredibly rare. You learned a very hard lesson, very early on. Your worth is directly tied to your usefulness. And so you built this mental operating system that says your needs are a burden and the world only stays stable if you are the one holding it all together.
And honestly, the strangest, most heartbreaking part of this whole survival architecture is how it completely ruins adult relationships. When you finally meet someone who offers you consistent love, presence, and genuine support, it actually feels wrong to your nervous system. You start treating safety as just the quiet before a storm. You're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop. You might even find yourself picking a fight or pulling back just when things are getting really good, simply because the friction of real intimacy is terrifying compared to the safe, predictable isolation of just doing everything yourself.
But hey, here's the good news. That operating system, it's old, it's totally exhausting, and it is officially time for an update. You don't have to live the rest of your life pushing away the exact kind of support you desperately crave. Let's look at how to actually rewire it. Because I promise you, it is entirely possible to start accepting help without feeling like you're losing your independence.
So let's look at some concrete cognitive behavioral steps, basically changing how we think so we can change how we react. Step 1 is a really simple tool: name it to tame it. The next time someone offers you help and you feel that familiar surge of panic, don't just react. Pause. Say to yourself, okay, I'm having a survival response right now. This creates a tiny but absolutely crucial gap of space between your feeling and your reflex to just say no. Step 2 is giving yourself permission to be a beginner at receiving. Accept a small gesture. Let a friend buy you a coffee. And here is the really hard part.
Just sit with the discomfort of not immediately paying them back. Don't rush to Venmo them. Don't immediately say, "Oh, I'll get the next one." Just let them do something nice for you. Feel the urge to fix the debt, acknowledge it, and then simply say thank you.
Which brings us to a truth you really need to internalize. You are a human being, not a human doing. That hyper-independent strength you developed, look, it's incredibly real and it absolutely kept you safe. But it was always meant to be a bridge to get you through a hard time. It was never supposed to be a permanent destination. You are totally worthy of care and support, not because you earned it and not because you fixed someone's problem, but simply because you exist.
Now, if you're ready to start untangling all of this, there are some amazing practical resources available from the source material we're analyzing today. To help clear out that mental backlog and rebuild focus on your own personal healing, there's actually a bundle of 7-day guides and planners linked directly in the description of this explainer. They are specifically designed to help you dive way deeper into these patterns, and they give you a really structured, highly actionable path forward. Definitely check those out.
To wrap things up, I really want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Does receiving feel like a gift or an invoice to you? There are people out there who genuinely want to stand in your corner, but they cannot find you as long as you're hiding behind the mask of "I'm fine." If any of this resonated with you today, please remember this. You aren't broken. You are just someone who has been doing a really hard job for a very long time. And it is entirely safe, right now, to finally let someone else hold the weight.